Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Arknights reaction. Today, of course, we have Lullabye. A lot of you had guessed this because I did Requiem last time. They were like, oh, he's probably going to get to Lullabye next, or the other one that has a Russian name that I don't know how to pronounce, and I'll figure it out when I get there. It's this one. So here we are, and all I know is that this one is also in Russian, so let's hear it. Let's see what it sounds like, shall we? Let's go. Ooh. 100% in on that music box vibe right off the bat. Ooh, oh. Ooh, okay. Very, very tight on the percussion. I think they're trying to mimic a more like folk sound with that drum set. It sounds a little hollow, a little clappy, kind of like an acoustic percussion would have. Usually played in more like street vendor style. I'm hearing toms in there too. Might just be a jazz kit. It's like a cocktail drum kit or something. Nice deviation from the melody there. Ooh, okay. There's a lot of accents on that drum kit. Ooh. Some neat harmonies in there in that music box. That's really cool. There's a certain symbol in here that I can't quite place what it is. I'm waiting till it happens again. Maybe I can nail it down. Okay. There's so many layers. A lot of cymbal accents. Okay. I think I might know what the symbol thing is. Oh, it's so cool. There were so many layers to that. I didn't I didn't know what part I should be listening to at any given moment. So just to start with that cymbal thing that I was mentioning, there was a swell that was happening once or twice throughout the song, and I would hear the cymbal used as accent strikes throughout, especially in those parts where there was a lot of cymbal accents in between every beat. And I was like, is that a splash cymbal? Splash cymbals are basically smaller crash cymbals, for those who don't know. And they tend to sound a lot more thin, a lot more trashy in a way. They don't have as much body as a crash cymbal does, or even a ride cymbal would. But I could also see that sound being a ride cymbal, albeit smaller. It would have to be like a lighter, thinner ride, which usually isn't very characteristic of rides, but they do have them. But I could totally see somebody riding the ride cymbal like that and using it as like a ride crash, which is pretty common in rock, but not so much in like jazzy or drums like this. So if it was a cocktail kit, a splash would make sense, but a cocktail kit utilizing a ride, not so much. That's not too common. So I'm not sure. That there was a lot of percussive stuff in there that I was like, I could see this being like 5 or 6 different things, but it was a really interesting collection of sounds because, like I said earlier, it sounded almost like an acoustic, like side of the road busker kit, something that you could put into a box and pop up on the side of the road just to make a few bucks. It's something that you would bring as practical but still usable. That aside, talking more about the music itself, the general composition, I loved the music box. I kind of figured it would have a music box given the title was Lullabye, but I wasn't positive where that would go because anything could be true. The one song I've ever actually composed myself was a music box tune. I didn't have any other instruments, it was just a music box. And this sort of song really brings me back to that space I was in, that headspace at the time, and kind of makes me think back on a lot of decisions I've made since then and how I've gotten to where I am. And a little bit of nostalgia there just for the fact that I can relate to that sound in a weird way. It holds a special place for me. But there were so many instruments in this song that it was kind of hard to focus on each one. That's why I got so quiet during the reaction, because I was trying to listen to every piece. I heard the horns in there, the strings in there, how the song entirely was structured like a waltz, and I was like, that makes sense. Lullaby, Russian, very waltzy. It kind of brought back memories of Once Upon a December from Anastasia. If you haven't seen that movie, highly recommended. It's just a really good time. Animation's beautiful, but I digress. There were a lot of things about it that made me remember that song, and I think a lot of that was the waltz feel to it, that like slow rhythmic 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 step rhythm. It felt like a waltz. Vocalist was gorgeous. Everything was tied together so well, as per usual. I rarely have anything negative to say about Arknights music, and this is just another one to put up on the shelf of great, beautifully written songs that they have. And I can't wait to hear what's coming next in that one that I can't say the name of because it's in Russian and I have to figure out what the translation is. But I'll get there. So with that said, thank you all so very much for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more of these, let me know down in the comments below what you want me to get to next, and I will try to prioritize what I can. And if you want to follow me and support me and all that, you know how to do that. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!